podcast.
Introducing all manner of discussions in a feel-good vibe. This is Discuss It All podcast with Paul, Andrew and friends.
Hello, welcome in to Discuss It All podcast. This is episode 2. Thank you very much for joining me. I will actually be interviewing somebody on this particular podcast, somebody who I met very many years ago, and we just have a great connection, so it was brilliant just to catch up again with him. He's called Richard Wakelin, and he has a very good presence on social media and across YouTube as well, and just an all-round good bloke, to be honest with you, so I thought it would be great just to be able to catch up with him, and it really was the first catch-up in many years, and I just thought it would be brilliant to do that and share that with you all as the second podcast for this, which is still very early days, but it'd be great, and it is great to have you with us, so thank you for all of the very kind messages that I've had so far. Hopefully you'll enjoy this and you'll grow with me on this journey. That'll be fantastic. So we will be listening to Richard next. Just before that, if you haven't done already, please check out, I've actually uploaded a video review of the microphone that I am speaking and saying these words to, which is a Boya, I think it's called that, Boya MM1 microphone, just straight into my S10, still being recorded on my mobile phone, and I think it's brilliant, so it would be great to get any input on your thoughts and feelings on that. Coming up next then is the interview with Richard Wakelin. If you would like to be interviewed by myself, or you'd like to interview me, God knows why, but if you want to, please drop me a line, and the best way to do that would be to check out discussitall.co.uk. Please enjoy this interview next with a good friend of mine, Richard Wakelin. Hello Rich, how are you doing?
Hello Paul, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, very, very well. It is great to catch up. It's been too long indeed.
Yeah. Well, years, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually has. So I remember, so for the listeners and everybody, hello. Obviously, I'm Paul. This is Rich. I met Rich on a platform called Spreaker.
Yeah, remember it well.
It's still going.
Is it still going? All right.
Yeah, and oddly or not, I think it's more catered for the podcasts these days, as opposed to before it had the full console of mixing and all that malarkey.
Yeah, it's changed a lot since we used it then.
Yeah, but I think we were there sort of from the early days, and I think you were just browsing the stations, weren't you?
Yeah, I was looking everywhere. Yeah, so I started with my own. What was it called now? Sound Seekers Radio. So
yes, that was it.
Yeah, and I got quite a nice few followers, and I was pleased with it. And I met Martin on there, and
yes,
I met you obviously through what was it called? Nation Radio, wasn't it?
Do you know what? We've got fond memories, but we can't remember the name.
Yeah, I know it changed obviously to NTV, and
I was just going to say, to be fair, we changed it quite a bit because we was getting sued.
I remember that. Yeah, the name. Yeah.
The name, yeah. So so it used to be called. So essentially, we used to do an online radio station on the Spreaker platform online, and it was called originally Nation Radio. Not thinking or even bothering to look really that there is a national radio station called Nation Radio in Wales.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And then when we started broadcasting all kinds of different music, which is not like what they play, they got a lot. Yeah, we got into a bit of trouble, didn't we? Yeah, so the radio was great, and I think for me, obviously we met some great people, yourself included in that, and it was just a community feel. We all had our separate shows, but we'd all listen in to each show, wouldn't we?
Yeah, and we just had so much fun, didn't we? And there's so much, the mix of music from hardcore that me and Martin played and trance, and to pop music, rock music. It was fantastic. Lovely.
Literally, yeah, we had everything, every
Yeah,
genre going.
everything. Yeah.
But I mean, from there, so what's happened since that point, Rich, for yourself? I mean, do you have an online presence? Do you do anything? Any hobbies? Uh,
Well, not so
tell
much.
me about.
Not so much radio work these days. Although I do want to get back into that, like the music side of it as well.
Yes.
Like, I'm thinking about doing that with Martin at some point later this year. I
Oh,
do want to get.
fantastic.
I want to get a better PC, and yeah, I want to start that up again with Martin. We're probably maybe even create a completely new radio station. I'm not sure what platform, but yeah, it'd be good. But mainly, I've been doing a lot of spiritual type things, shall we say, paranormal. And I've got quite a few groups, as you know. Well,
Yeah.
you probably don't know how many, but you know that solely spiritual, and I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and if you're interested in that sort of thing, or if you believe in you know spirit guides and angels, but it's fascinating subject though, because there's so much to it, and I've met so many I met so many good people on Nation Radio and on Spreaker. I've met so many good people on Facebook and on the groups as well. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of which, I mean, you started these groups up from scratch, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did have a bit of encouragement from a friend of mine to start up. Although, because I said to him I want to start this spiritual group, and he was really supportive.
Yeah.
He's a Dutch friend of mine, not Martin, but it's actually Martin's cousin. Funny enough.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
yeah. I think you probably heard of him. I don't know his first name. He's my friend. He's my friend, but I don't know his first name. But he is Dutch.
Yeah,
So I'm not very good at remembering Dutch names. Um, I think his
you'd be
second name's
forgiven for that.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not,
I hope I can. Yeah,
they're not
I
the
hope he'll
easiest.
forgive me. Um, but yeah, he's very supportive, and I started the group with him really, and and then yeah, it just grew from there. Maybe I'm a bit greedy, but I just wish I still had a few more people in the group. But I suppose you can't. I mean, I don't know how many it is now. I think it's probably close to 300, but you know, maybe I'm
I
just a
mean,
bit
just
asking too much. But
no, not at all. I mean, that's
everyone
brilliant.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I've got a massive smile on my face when I hear you say, "Oh, just close to 300," because I remember when you first started it up, and
it was
you had
a
three
good
or
few years ago
four.
now. Yeah, yeah. I think it was 2015 I started it, but it was called the
Brilliant.
Spirit. But it was called the Spiritual Group then, and that was a bit, I don't know, not very original. And there was another group on Facebook, again the same issue, had the same name. I
Yeah.
just thought I better change it just to be on the safe side, and also I wanted to change the name because I don't know, I didn't really like it. So I basically put some names out there, and we all decided on a name. And the name was Solely Spiritual, so which I like, and that's going to be kept.
It's fantastic, but I think that's one of the things that I like about you, and that you put it to everybody else. It was your group, but it was never really your group. It's everybody's.
It's our
You
group,
know,
yeah, yeah. That's what I like to call it. It's our group, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've always said that
and
actually, yeah, yeah,
yeah, and even yeah, and like I say, even to the point of the name of the group, everybody coming together with that. I know the
yeah,
artwork and things you toyed about. Certainly in the
yeah,
early days, with how it looked,
yeah,
and I think that's probably why we've always got on. It's the what I quite like, and especially unfortunately in these times, is we may all have different opinions and different ways of doing things. It's just nice to come together in a community where you've got like-minded people
yeah,
who may have questions, concerns. They might actually, especially I suppose in the spiritual realm. I would imagine some people may have these beliefs and not know what to do with them. It might need harnessing a little bit, might be a bit scared.
yeah.
Um,
Exactly. It's a supportive group as well. We all support each other, and we're kind of at different levels. problems earlier on.
I probably didn't give you a chance.
Sorry.
Is there anything that you have done as part of the groups that you may have done differently, or the first time around of doing something you did it a different way and you've changed tact and now you do
Yeah,
a
I think
separate way?
I've learned choosing the admins carefully. I think I've learned that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Getting to know someone first before you let them part of so they can delete posts or do whatever, and trust your admins basically. Yeah, I don't really know, mate, to be honest. Trust your admins. Don't be yourself. Don't create too many groups like I have, because you can get a bit lost. So because I do
you
get
ever
lost
posted
because
the wrong group?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't even posted some of my groups lately because I created too many. I actually got removed one group recently because I just had too many. So I thought it's getting a bit ridiculous, Richard. You can't keep up. my main group's
I love it though. I love it. I love the fact that the way that you just go from strength to strength in this, and like I said, the solely spiritual group is what I know that you've done
It's
since.
it's what I call my main. It's my main group. Yeah. It's the one that I'm like. It's the one I'm really proud of, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the next question that I was thinking about, Rich. Actually, so it's obviously started out on the Facebook group, but then are you on anything else? Any other? Are you on YouTube, for example?
Yeah. I not solely spiritual's not on there, but I've not that. I haven't got anything to do with that group on YouTube. Sorry.
Well, that's brilliant. And
it's a music group, and I just posted my tracks there. Some of my really old tracks. But I need to start making more music, creating more stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, the positive is positive. I mean, anything that I've ever seen you post or be a part of has always been positive in terms of the groups and thoughts and feelings at the time. And I think for some people, it's always a good release, of energy. Really, if you're do you find it yourself?
Yeah, it's a very good. Music is like a real release for me. Music is as well. Which is obviously another one of my passions. But yeah, I agree, and I think especially with what's going on now in the world and everything, and all this craziness, I think it helps to bring people together, and we can chat about things. Talking always helps, obviously, and it doesn't always have to be about spiritual things. I'm open to talking about anything really, I do have strong views about certain things. I post a lot to my timeline as well, and I do have a lot of passions and interests, and I just like to share it. I just like to share my soul, if you like. So.
And that's brilliant. And there's a lot to be said for that. I mean, I'm sure there are people who may be listening to this who are part of the groups or are subscribers to YouTube channels. And, just to, and I'm sure that, well, certainly for me, one of the things that's always been a great appeal for your good self is your enthusiasm, really. And you're just great to speak to, and it certainly shows in everything that you do. So I just want to say thank you for thank you for being you, really.
Yeah, and thank you for the compliment.
So I'm gonna ask you a little bit different questions now. Nothing to do with the groups at all. Let's go for it. So, are you watching any box sets or anything right now?
I am not. No, I haven't watched. I haven't really actually watched anything really recent. Well, I do watch. I'm into the paranormal, so I do watch paranormal shows, and I like my comedy. But
yes,
not really anything new.
Where would you like to be in 1 year's time?
That's a good question. Well, in Barbados with £1 million, I think that'd be good. No, only joking. No, well, of course I would, but no. Serious? No, I've been serious now. I don't know. Develop more spiritually. I want to start going to spiritualist church, which I still haven't gone to yet. It's a bit difficult at the moment with everything going on, but But anyway, hopefully one of
Yeah.
these is I want to do that and start meeting people, going out a bit more, and gaining more confidence. And I'm actually out of work at the moment, so that's important. But yeah,
Yeah, of
just
course.
developing more for myself and confidence, and yeah, that's the main thing I'd say, mate.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I like that. And also, there's nothing stopping you from, Barbados at some point. I can just see you actually setting up like a, like a little DJ hut, in Barbados.
Oh, God, yeah. No, you got me thinking now, mate. Yeah.
selling
That'd be cool.
pineapples. I don't know.
I'll be selling drinks, of course. So yeah,
Well, yeah, oh, of course, yes.
yeah. With a bit of
Of the strong variety,
yeah,
coconut juice.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, oh well, that's great. And we can all dream, but you never know. And the thing is, and like I say, with that enthusiasm, with your good self, that can get you places. So you never know where we're going to be in a year's time.
That's true. Life can be very unpredictable.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
going to finish off then, really, Rich, on because I know you've got one of your passions is dance music, and I was just going to ask you what your favourite all-time dance track is.
God, these are some difficult questions.
No, I'm throwing them at you, thick and fast.
It'd be impossible to pick one though, mate. I
Yeah,
mean, it's going to be trance. It's going to be trance. I mean, I love my hardcore music, as you know. I like my breakbeat hardcore and jungle, techno,
yeah.
house, trance, like everything. But
You like the Positivia record label? Anything on that?
yeah, I've actually made a note of a few trance tracks. Actually, I think
Yeah.
PPK Resurrection is up there. PPK
Oh,
Resurrection.
fantastic. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
trance classic. And a few other ones that are not so old, but probably that people maybe not have heard of at all. One of these Lost in the Dark, which I posted a few times on Facebook because I love it so much. That's by
Yeah.
ARD, Lost in the Dark. That's an awesome track. An Angel's Love. I've forgotten who it's by. It's a bit more of a recent one. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember the years. But
No, that's fine. I mean,
and,
that's the beauty of dance music and music in general, really, isn't it? Is if
yeah,
it gets you, it gets you. Um,
yeah,
and
and Armin van Buuren, Serenity. I love
oh
that
wow,
track.
okay, yes, yep,
Yeah, that might actually be one you heard. Oh no, you've heard of PPK Resurrection also.
yeah, yep.
Yeah. And one that probably a lot of people may have not heard of, Sound Apparel, Making End of Heart Tale, which is an interesting title.
Ah, right.
It's such a beautiful track. It really is. I like my kind of trance music, uplifting and emotional kind of type thing. You know, that's what I like in
Yeah,
trance. Yeah, I love
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
It does something. It does something I
Like I
can't
said, I
explain.
can just imagine you. I could just imagine you listening to that on the beach in
Yeah,
Barbados.
yeah. With my
Everybody
family.
round.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that would be absolutely great, and I hope that you get there, mate. I really do.
Cheers.
Because you deserve good things in life. But you just crack on, and yeah, definitely keep being you, definitely, because like I say, you inspire a lot of people, and I see that myself. I see that in the groups. I see that on the channels. Even just you inspire me, to be honest. So
Oh, thanks.
it's.
Lovely. Cheers.
No, honestly, one of the people that obviously we meet a lot of people throughout the years, and online.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, our own friends, we can drift away from and things like that. So to
Yeah, no, I have.
actually, after all this time, we're just having a normal conversation. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, there is some people that I've drifted away from, but you gain new friends as well, and
yeah,
lifelong friends. Like yourself and other people that I've met on Solely Spiritual and on
yeah,
on the radio and stuff. So yeah, I know that I know that some of these people are lifelong friends. Okay, I might have not met them yet. Haven't met them
yeah.
yet. Obviously, a bit difficult at the moment, but I know in my heart and my soul that they're lifelong friends, and it's just a wonderful feeling. That it's just lovely.
Oh, fantastic! And do you know what? What a brilliant note to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rich. It would be nice if you can join us for a couple more shows. That'd be brilliant.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was even thinking about maybe I could do a couple of shows just talking to myself because I'm very good at that. So
That would be great.
so,
I would honestly,
yeah,
I would appreciate that. Yes, please.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, brilliant. Right, well, it's been brilliant. We'll leave it there then. And yeah, please do check out Rich's socials, as they call it now, because we're hip and we're down with the kids. So check out his socials. Do you want to just say them again out loud?
Yep. Did I actually say that? I don't even know if I mentioned the names earlier on.
I probably didn't give you a chance.
No, I'll go into more detail about the groups probably at a later time, but they are Solely Spiritual, which is my main group. I wonder what that's about. And yeah, Solely Spiritual is my main group, and I've got Solely Family, which is like a close. It's similar to Solely Spiritual, but just with the people that I totally trust and that are really like good friends, if you like. Brilliant. And Solely Musical, just any type of music. It doesn't really matter really. I know I've got quite a few Solies, but there you go. Any music, and people can post their own tracks as well, what they make. I've got Reality Alert. I'll go more into about these groups another time. But I've got Reality Alert, which is not a huge group, but I'm hoping to grow that. I've got 5G, the Weapon of Mass Destruction, which again I'll probably go into more another time. And I'm nearly there. And Kind Spirit Forever. Now, this is something I forgot to say actually, because I had a really good friend last year, and I started to get to know him. We was talking on the phone. His name was Scott, and he passed quite suddenly last year, which was terrible. No, that's all right. And we were really close, and we had plans we started a group. He called himself Kind Spirit, funny enough. Well, it's Kind Spirit Friend, but then he changed it to Kind Spirit, and that's really cool because I call myself Rich Spirit.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and so we started this group, and we had so much in common as well. It was amazing. And he lived up north. He lived in I've forgotten where it was now. Anyway, we created this group called Kind and Rich Spirits on Facebook, and we had loads of plans. We were actually going to do interviews as well and post our music. We were going to do a lot of different things. And then sadly, he passed and had a heart attack not long after that. So kind of just dedicated to him and his work and his music, because he did make some really good music as well. So I dedicated the group to him, and I've changed it to Kind Spirit Forever, basically. So that's what that group's about. So it's yeah. So because I felt like, cause he was such an amazing guy, so I wanted to do something, and his family were very appreciative of it, and that made me feel good. That made me feel good.
Good.
So,
and for me, that does show the impact that one person can have on others, and it's great to hear that you're carrying it on.
Yeah, he was just such a lovely guy, mate. He really was, and I was, we were going to work on some music as well, and also, just to finish, I have a Facebook page as well, which is Rich Spirit. That's just the stuff that I post on YouTube, and it just goes onto the Facebook page, and that's about it, mate. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time,
that's all right,
and just being you. And we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah, brilliant. Look forward to it.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you for listening. Please check out our socials and www.discussitall.co.uk. This is Discuss It All Podcast with Paul, Andrew and friends.